everyone. Today we have with us the gorgeous Sophie Choudry. I mean, we all know her very well, but I'll still give you a very short intro. She began her career on screen by being a VJ and to owning her own talk show. She has come a long way in establishing her presence in all aspects of life, right from performing to launching her own vitamin line. A Punjabi kuri who loves to eat, dance, and sing, and live her life to the fullest. Presenting to you today the ever gorgeous Sophie Choudry. Sophie, tell us, what have you been up to in the lockdown?
First of all, thank you, Parinita, for that wonderful introduction. I might have to save it and use it forever.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. You look wonderful. Well, what have I been up to apart from dealing with this entire situation and trying to stay positive? I'm really grateful to be getting back to work now. A lot of my work is not just shoots, but it's traveling and performing live on stage, as you very well know. So I'm really happy to be back at it. But yeah, I'm not going to deny that it's been an extremely tough year for all of us. And I think that's just something we need to constantly acknowledge and just be grateful for what we have, I think.
So it's not far-fetched to say that you're a true all-rounder, from an anchor to a VJ to acting and music. How do you maneuver through all these situations?
God, I know I've been asked that so often. It's funny because I started VJing when I was back in London and I was still studying, and I had my own Bollywood music show. And it was on ZTV and I was still a teenager, but it became the #1 show for about 4 years. And I was still studying and juggling, and at the same time got a record deal with Universal India and had my first album out with my girl band. So I guess I'd been juggling from a very young age. I never really anticipated that I would become a VJ. I never imagined I would move from London to India, and that my first job apart from singing would be that of a VJ. So I feel all those years were preparing me for this. What was just a fun time, like a once a week, go to the studio and shoot this show, which became huge. It actually became my career, which was never the plan. So VJing and singing were essentially what I was doing. Yeah, of course, being a Desi girl living abroad, the Bollywood Kira is always there. It really is. When I moved here, though, it was quite a rude shock and a reality check that things are not as easy as they seem, and you're not always going to meet the best people. So I very early on made a decision that I will never go to anyone's office. If somebody wants to offer me work, they will call me. And that's eventually what happened when Ik Pardesi and Babu Chel Chabila became so huge. David Dhawan sir called me and he launched me. And then from there, I did a few movies. And yeah, I mean, it's been such an interesting ride, something I'm so grateful for. You know, a girl who comes from a business family, not an entertainment family, a different country, coming here and able to VJ, sing, act, perform on stage. It's been amazing. And I think I maneuver it and I juggle it because I'm just so grateful for it and I enjoy it. You know, there's not many people who love their jobs that much. And I think if you love your job, then you should be grateful for it and you should just give it 200% all the time.
Yeah, and I was so glad that you actually moved to India and came into gave us the chance to know you and to see you perform. So
Thank you.
We're grateful for that. We're great.
Thank you.
So if not for the screen, what would you be doing now instead?
Crazy, but my degree was in European politics and French. And for some reason, I thought I would be a diplomat or I would be working in the EU or the UN because I was living and studying between London and Paris. So I actually thought that's what I would be. So yeah, and it was really random, like taking that course also, because when it came to choosing what I would study at university, I was so confused. I was like, do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to be an anthropologist? What will I do if I'm an anthropologist? And it was so much confusion that I just opened up the course book and I said, whatever it opens up on, that's probably what I'm going to do. And it opened up on European studies. It was so weird. And then that's how I pursued it. So yeah, I would have been doing something in the world of diplomacy, although I realized today I'm not the greatest diplomat. I'm too honest for my own good.
So tell us, you're a travel and fitness enthusiast. Do you include fitness in your regime even when you're traveling?
Yeah, I definitely try, but I'm not that crazy person. I don't take holidays that often. My travel is really associated with my work, and I've been fortunate to go everywhere from Monaco and St. Moritz to Bali. and Lebanon, and you name it. I've been everywhere thanks to my work, performing in all these wonderful places. So when I'm doing a show, my shows are so strenuous because it's 2 hours on stage of singing and dancing. That involves rehearsals, sound checks. So I don't usually, but yeah, if I take a few days out, like for example, whenever I go back to London, I wake up and I go for my 8 a.m. Pilates every day. I don't start my day without it. Even if I go to Maldives, I try and do something. Of course, I swim and everything, but I'll still try and do some Pilates. So I definitely try and imbibe that, but I don't become like a fitness fanatic on a break. I think a break is really to unwind and relax, and it doesn't mean I'm pigging out and going crazy, but it just means I'm giving my body some rest. But as and when I can, I definitely keep my fitness consistency going.
That's good. That fitness is part and parcel of your work. You really don't.
Yeah.
It comes by default. It comes to you. That's
I know. When we were all going crazy wearing those fitness bands and counting those 10,000 steps, for a few shows I wore it just to see how many steps I do. And in those 2 hours, it inevitably would be those 10,000 steps, if not more, because I'm dancing and moving and all of that. So I was like, okay, I'm good.
So that's good. It's fun with fitness.
Yeah.
You're always on the go, Sophie. So what's next for Sophie? What can we look forward to next?
Well, I've been working on some new songs, so I'm getting ready to shoot the videos for those. So you'll definitely see that. You may catch me on the screen again.
Oh,
Fingers
nice.
crossed if it all works out. So yeah, that should be really fun. Yeah, so good things coming.
Oh, nice. So give us one piece of advice that you were once given and you held on to and never let go.
Wow. I think when I was confused about whether I should move from London to Mumbai, because it was a huge move. We don't have family here or anything. So it was just going to be an experiment. And there was this very famous businessman who was like an uncle to me. His name is G.K. Noon. He passed away a few years ago, but very, very huge. Royal Foods business was his. Huge, in America and the UK. And Noon uncle said to me, in life, if you don't take risks, you risk losing more. And that stayed with me. Because it was, if I had not made this move, perhaps I would have not only risked this amazing life that I lead, but I would have had so many regrets. And that's not a life worth living if you have those kind of regrets.
So tell us one fun fact about you that a lot of people don't know.
Oh, complete nerd, teacher's pet, straight A student. Yeah. Like never rebelled, was never naughty, have never lied, even to my mom, like about where I'm going. Even if it was like going out, I would rather tell her. And it's still the same even when I go out now and I come home, and if she's awake, I'll be like, you know what happened? I met this person, that person, this happened, that happened. So yeah, complete contrast to the image of this glamazon who's out there. I'm actually like the opposite, and I love it that way. I like that that's the real me, and that's kind of sanctified. It's only for people who really know me.
So great. So that's the typical good girl, but the facade is something totally different. Huh?
Yeah, I am Parvati Bani Poo.
That's really a good one. So tell me, you've been part of the film industry for a decade. What advice would you give to somebody who's aspiring to come into this industry?
I think now more than ever is such an exciting time because it really is so dependent on your talent. It's not just about your looks and can she dance and can she do this. It really is so much about your talent, and there are so many roles available where you can shine. When I started out, if you did like a supporting role, then it was like, iske baad kabhi lead nahi milega. I hope you know that. It was like you get slotted immediately. If you did an item song, then you are the item girl. Today, it's not like that. Today, you can do a manifold of things. There's the web platform where you've got the OTT platform where there's so many incredible web series being made, some far superior to the movies that are being made. Even in the movies, the way they're multicast, and it's just so much more on the character. And if you do well in that, then you definitely have a future. So I think my advice to everybody is to just keep working on your craft, because today it really is about that. Hone your skills. Don't be afraid to go for auditions. Just keep polishing yourself, keep working at it. And when that moment comes, don't think, in these 2-3 scenes, will I shine, will I not? Make those yours, and you will. because we've seen it happen to other people. And today the scene is very different. It's not just about having a lead role. It's about making your presence felt. So when you get that opportunity, do it.
Absolutely. I mean, the OTT is boomed and the entertainment industry has seen such a huge change, especially during lockdown. We've all seen it's like it's been so great. Yeah. So are we going to see you on OTT soon?
You may. I did have a few offers earlier, but nothing that really, I want to do something that I feel really good about, really excited about. Otherwise, there's lots of offers that keep coming. But yes, I think there will be something soon.
So if you had one superpower, you were given one superpower, what would would it be that you'd like to take?
I know a lot of people say like being invisible and everything, but quite frankly, I'm not interested in anyone's business. I'm only interested in my own. I have no desire what other people are doing. I, especially thanks to this lockdown, I would like to be able to teleport myself anywhere and everywhere, because I think for somebody like me who's used to being on a flight minimum once a week and traveling, 1 year of not traveling was really difficult. I mean, luckily I traveled a bit before the 1 year, but it was really hard to not be out there. So I would love to teleport myself to be like, hey, today I'll be here, and hey, let's go to Paris, and hey, let's go to New York. And that's what I would love to do, teleportation.
So great. If you were given that superpower just now, which is that one place you would zoom off to?
You know what my favorite is, Parinita? It's Maldives every single time. Although this time I would love to say London, but everything is shut down in London. It's not the best time to go. So yeah, I would run back to the beach anytime.
I mean, we love seeing you on the beach anyways. Tell me what and who helps you to cool down your anger? That is, if you ever get angry.
Oh, I'm Punjabi to the core. Mera gussa to naak pe rehta hai. I'm really patient, but what I can't deal with is people who lie, people who are lazy, incompetent, people who blame others for mistakes they make. So those kind of things really get to me. Like incompetence and laziness just really gets to me. So yeah, when I get angry, then I think through this lockdown, I've been chanting a lot. So that's helped me channel it. Yeah, that's been an amazing thing that I've done through this lockdown. I've started chanting. And otherwise, it's my little puppy, my little doggy who keeps me busy and calm and happy no matter what.
Oh, nice, nice. So have you been chanting for long, or is this something that you've just started?
Yeah, something I found. So I've had a lot of friends who've kind of encouraged me to do it, but I never really got down to do it. And so I've been doing it through lockdown, and just really helped me channel my energy maybe in a more positive way. That doesn't mean that we don't have bad days, because if anybody's saying they have not had lows through this entire time, they're lying. It's been extreme emotions up and down. But I think it just teaches you to pick yourself up. I anyway have a really strong faith in whatever the religion that I've been born into. But this, I think, just helps you kind of set your goals and just kind of keep that focus and try to stay positive and not dwell on the past too much, because I think we all do that. So I think that's kind of helped me, definitely. And I try and think twice before I respond. Before it was a lot more impulsive. Today, even if somebody sends a message that upsets me or something, I don't respond immediately anymore. I take my time out. And, then sometimes I realize that really the issue wasn't even worth bothering about. There's so many issues that are just not worth bothering about if you step back from them. So I think those have been like good lessons for me to learn.
Yeah, that's great. At least the lockdown has taught us a lot of things. And I keep that, I hope all the lessons that we have learned from the lockdown don't just vanish as long as things get back to normal.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I see people getting back to normal. I always thought that this entire phase of life would make people a lot more kinder and a lot more compassionate. But I don't think it did that. I think it kind of was starting to go that way. And then when it got to a point where everyone was fed up, they went the other way and became really selfish and kind of a lot harder as human beings, which I think is sad. So I hope that the ones of us who've tried to find that compassion and that softness retain it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope we don't go back to the rat race. That's what I keep saying. I hope we just don't go back to the rat race.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is the weirdest thing a fan has ever done for you?
Oh my God. Well, apart from a female fan who tried to kiss me once, which was interesting. That was interesting.
Scary.
It wasn't. I mean, it was just a bit out of the blue that she kind of, leapt for me. That was one.
Thank God.
I had security.
It was a male fan.
No, it was a female fan, but she tried to kiss me on my mouth, which was like, oh my God. So I was like, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. So that was kind of crazy. And then back in the day, this doesn't really happen so much now. But those letters in blood, which used to be terrible. Oh, they were terrible. But I mean, yeah, other than that, most of my fans have been incredibly sweet, sending cakes and flowers and cards. But I think what's happened, Parinita, with this social media and digital age, everything is so much more online. That personal touch of how fans used to be, like, actually sending you stuff. It happens, but not so much. They'll make paintings of you or pictures of you and put them online, and it's all very sweet. But it's so much more digital today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, actually, this digital is great. Of course, it's going to be something that's going to be there with us forever. But that personal touch is missing now.
Yeah. And I think also because we're so much more accessible to everybody, right? I mean, if you're not accessible, it's then you lose a connect. So you want to be accessible, but by being accessible, that little mystery goes. That extra little effort that everybody would make generally to find out something about their favorite star, which is what I used to do when I was a kid. That's kind of gone because you just go on Google and sari news nahi there.
Exactly.
Before, I would have to search magazines and, figure out what's happening. And, you'd read 3 magazines, 4 magazines to find out, is this the same story? And all that would happen. It's not really like that anymore.
Remember, people used to make scrapbooks of their
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore.
No, not at all.
Everything is so easily available. Yes. What is a song which resonates with your life?
It's a really good question. There's 2 actually. The English songs I'm going to say. One is a song by Andra Day called Rise Up, which really I started singing a lot during this lockdown because it was about being broken and tired, but rising again and again. And I had people close to me going through some stuff, and it was, I'll rise for you, which is just about supporting those people that you love and never giving up. And I guess when it comes to me, then it's probably Beyonce and Destiny's Child Survivor, because I think that's what I am, against all the odds, with no scandals and no godfathers and no one to help me out here, somehow found my niche and just kept on at it. So I think I'm a Survivor is probably a good one.
That is actually an amazing song. So tell us something about your celebrity crush.
Have you seen Bridgerton? Yes, it'll be the lead star of Bridgerton. I can show you because I follow him on Instagram. Yeah. That's my celebrity crush currently. Here he is. He is Reggae John Page, and lovely he is. Can you see him?
Wow. Oh, wow.
Current celebrity crush.
Cool. Everybody is going crazy over Korean drama, and I know everybody wants to marry these Koreans.
I'm the only one who's not watching it yet, because whoever I speak to, whenever I see my female friends, they're weeping and they're so involved, and I'm just like, I don't need to be weeping right now. I need something that makes me happy and uplifting. So I have not gotten on the Korean ride yet, but I'm sure I will, because I'm a die-hard romantic. So at some point I will.
Yeah, even I've been pushed into it and I'm hooked. So that's...
Are you? Yeah, I'm probably next.
So, okay, you told us. Now, tell us, who is your Bollywood celebrity crush?
Bollywood celebrity crush currently. I mean, Bachpan ka to was obviously Salman Khan for me. That was my first crush.
But abhi nahi hai. I don't think he's going to like hearing that. Bachpan
no, he knows that. He knows that. Yeah, he probably hates hearing it now. He'll always have a special place in my heart because my first ever crush and just the sweetest. But current crush? It's a good question. Bollywood crush. Like, who do I find hot? It's that hard. Can you imagine? It's that hard.
I either find all of them hot or you find nobody hot.
It's exactly like that. So, like I think Varun Dhawan's really cute. I think Randeep Hooda's sexy. I think there's a bunch of them who are so lovely. But Vijay Deverakonda in his way is cool. He's not a crush, but he's cool. All the boys have some kind of cool factor. But Am I crushing on any of them?
You need a mixture of all of them.
Exactly. Funny, I've never been that girl who's really had Bollywood crushes. I think there was 2 times in my life when I screamed looking at a guy on screen. One was Salman Khan and O Jane Jana.
Yes.
And the next was Hrithik Roshan and Kaho Na Pyar Hai. I mean, these are the 2 times when I have been completely floored. Like literally screaming looking at these men. So I think those would probably be my 2 Bollywood real crushes. And the rest are cute, sexy in their own ways.
Right. So tell us a gossip that you heard about yourself, which you wish was true.
A gossip that I heard about myself that I wish was true. It's amazing that I have had very few controversies, like very few scandals. Was it about dating someone? But I don't know if I wish that one was true. I think the last piece of gossip was probably about dating someone who I wasn't. And no, I don't wish it was true, so it's fine. A piece of gossip about mine that I wish was true. Oh yeah, there was once one that I'm doing a film with Salman, actually. That was a while ago, so I did wish that was true.
It's very obvious Salman is your big crush.
What to do? Pehla pyar.
So would you ever date a fan?
Yeah, but I think so. Not in, how do I explain this? I think somebody who, so every woman likes to be adored. Yeah, and I would love somebody in my life who appreciates and respects my work. So I don't need it to be somebody who's like fanboying over me, but definitely somebody, who's a fan of who I am, like in terms of as a woman and, what I've done and the work I do. I think yes, but definitely not in a way that, it's like a fan and I'm like, But if you're saying, would I date a stranger, who's not from my industry and who's, into me? Yeah, I mean, I've never put barriers on any of that. Would I date a fan who DMs me and says, Sophie ma'am, I love you. Will you go out with me? I may reply to you, but I don't think I'm going to go on a date with you.
I'll ask you some quick bites. We probably
Sure.
add one-word answers. What's your favorite wellness destination? I know the answer.
Maldives, you're going to think? Yes, but my favorite otherwise is Viva Meyer Spa in Austria.
Okay, all right. They'll be glad to hear that. So, top 3 destinations on your bucket list where you've not been as yet.
Dying to go to South America, South Africa, and probably, strangely, I've not been to Australia.
Oh, okay. Australia, that's a...
Yeah.
One thing you miss most, that you missed most during the lockdown? I know the answer to that one.
Travel.
See?
And my work, yeah.
One lesson you learned during lockdown?
To never take anything, including a hug, for granted.
Yes. One thing without which you cannot step out of the house?
It's this.
Phone.
But nowadays, it's a mask. First and foremost. Actually, sometimes I leave my phone and I only have my mask when I go out for a walk. Yeah.
That's actually so important now, and it's going to be important for some time.
Yes.
Snacks which you like to munch on?
Yeah, I like to have like nuts, makhana, sometimes a little chivra. And I'm naughty. I have a sweet tooth, so I like to have my dark chocolate and stuff. Yeah.
Dark chocolate is okay. Yeah, that's not naughty. What's your current binge watch on any of the channels?
So I was watching Firefly Street, which was really interesting. And now I'm watching Lupin, the French show, which is really, really interesting. But I have seen so much stuff that I keep trying to find something new. So yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, please message them to me. I have seen a lot of stuff though. Okay, Schitt's Creek was my favorite.
I'm going to message you some Korean drama.
Oh yeah, send me that. I'll watch that.
Style quotient in one word.
My style quotient in one word. 2, classic and glamorous.
Okay, nice. And what do you like, mountains or beach?
Beach, any day.
I know most of the answers.
You know me well.
Person you will always look up to?
Cliche, but my mom. There's no question, because she, for me, imbibes the perfect woman. It's not just me. Actually, almost all my female friends aspire to be my mother, because she's so inspirational. And I think, I hear so many stories of girls who were not encouraged or supported by their families. And my mom is the kind of mom that if I said to her today, Mom, I'm bored of Bombay, let's go to LA, she'll be like, let's pack, let's do it. She's
Wow.
that person. She's incredible, so I'm blessed.
Okay. So what is your fitness mantra?
Consistency. You can't work out like crazy one week and then not work out for a week. Consistency. Fitness is a lifestyle, not a fad.
So what is it that you'd prefer? Yoga, gym, Pilates?
I do Pilates.
You're a Pilates girl.
Yes, fully.
So what is the must-haves in your makeup kit?
Oh, wow. A good concealer, a good powder. I use like Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown. I like Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and bronzer. Like a nice, nowadays you have to use those lipsticks which like the matte ones which stay on the lip because of the mask, otherwise it goes all over. So it's usually all the Huda beauty stuff, or even Nike have some nice stuff. And then I've been using the same blush since I was in college, which is MAC Fleur Power. And I still use that. And a little bit of mascara. I don't believe in doing eyeliner and everything all the time.
Okay. So one cuisine you love to binge on?
I love Japanese and Thai equally.
Okay.
So yeah.
Guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure is sitting on my couch with my dog, watching, probably in the future, a Korean drama with a tub of vanilla ice cream and breaking dark chocolate into it and munching that.
All of it. So your cheat meal?
My favorite cheat meal, I really like, in Mumbai we have Bastion, so I really like their pancakes or like all the cakes. I basically have a huge sweet tooth, so even if it's laddus or gajar ka halwa, or like, it is meetha for me. That is my cheat. So my friend was in Kanpur a few days ago. She brought me a big box of laddus. I attacked them. I did it. So yeah, for me, cheat meal is meetha.
After you've eaten the whole dabba of laddu, then you'll go aggressive on your fitness regime or your gym or whatever, or nothing like that?
No, I will never eat the full dabba in one go. I will like pace myself out. So I know, okay, I can have 2-3 today. Kal subah gym jana hai, I'll be okay. And then I'll have a couple more and then gym jana hai. So I am consistent, even in my cheating.
What's your favorite way to unwind?
Definitely music, I think. In lockdown, I got back to sort of playing the keyboard, and I did a really cool singing course with Jennifer Lopez's vocal coach and stuff like that. So yeah, just like learning, working on my music skill, that really helps me unwind. And otherwise, my time is spent with my puppy. So yeah.
Lovely. So something you have never taken for granted?
Oh, I think that's a really good question. My voice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take it for granted. I try not to. So I respect it. I don't abuse it. I'm really careful about what I eat. If I go to parties, you will never find me talking too much because I don't like to shout over people. So I really respect my voice, and I don't take it for granted.
Nice. That's really nice. So a mantra you live by?
Mantra I live by. It's a really good one. I honestly, my mantra is just positive vibes, positive mind, positive life. I just try and imbibe that in everything that I do, just to try and stay positive. I think if you behave like that, then your environment reflects it. I think if you send out negativity, you get more negativity back. So I just try and focus on myself and my immediate ones and just try to stay positive. And that's sort of my life mantra.
So your favorite spa?
Favorite spa is so hard. You would think I've been to so many, but I haven't been to that many. But one of my favorite ones was Banyan Tree in Thailand. I loved it.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get you to Banyan Tree in Maldives. There's a beautiful Banyan Tree in Maldives.
Yeah, I've heard it's nice. Yeah.
Really nice. Okay, now I have a few slightly cheesy questions for you.
Okay.
Like a romantic cruise or a romantic retreat?
Romantic retreat.
Okay. Now, a month without sex or a month without spa?
I mean, it's been like forever without both, right? Considering this lockdown, so you know. But I did go to a spa, so I'll opt for the other one, maybe. You know, what I'll say is I can. So in other words, I'll basically.
The one.
So I think what I'll do is I'll go a month without the spa, since
Oh.
I've already been to one.
So, in a man, would you like a good heart or a good body?
Oh, good heart for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, super fit. Yeah, looks and everything, a little bit, they do matter, but that's not what's going to last.
Sure.
And also, people who have a good heart, they look better.
That's true. It reflects on their face. Very well said. Very well said. So, good looks or a good sense of humor?
A bit of both. I don't want good looks with no sense of humor, and I don't want only sense of humor and no looks at all. Let's be a bit of both.
So, you want the full package, huh?
Yeah, that would explain my singledom currently.
That brings us to the next question. When is that singledom going to be, well?
When is this COVID going away forever?
No answers. None of us have the answer.
Exactly.
Okay, online dating or a blind date?
Wow, I've actually never tried either. So I'm open to both.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love it if a friend set me up on a cool blind date. I think that would be cool.
Good. Single and ready to mingle. So
Yes.
This is for all the men who are listening to this. Single and ready to mingle. What do you like watching? Horror stories or mysteries?
Oh, mysteries. I mean, in horror, I'm just like this. Mysteries, I'm still like this. You know, like, but in a horror, I would just be like this throughout the movie. It's just, yeah, not my thing.
Okay. So working out at the gym or at home?
It's really funny you say that, because I'm, of course, very much a gym person. And then I did my own fitness talk show, which was Work It Up, where all of us, including all the celebs who were on it with me, Shilpa, Katrina, Malaika, we were all like, you know, to stay fit, aapko gym ki zarurat nahi hai. You just need your own body and you can work out. And we were all giving this gyan. And then lockdown happened and we all realized this is what we all have to do, actually. And
Exactly.
I realized that I really kept fit through lockdown, even though I was home. I was actually at my fittest best because I started training from home, doing online classes with my trainer, watching YouTube videos. I got a trampoline. I started doing jumping and rebounder. And I actually stayed so fit through lockdown, and it helped me stay sane. So today, if somebody says to me, can you work out from home? I can say yes. I prefer going to the gym, but can I work out from home? Easily.
Yeah, exactly. Because we know people who have lost oodles of weight. Two of them are your friends, and who we've given
Tanuj.
award to. Tanuj
Yeah.
and Manish.
Yes, Manish was fantastically inspiring. He just got to it. So Tanuj lost the weight just because of his diet, and
Yeah.
Manish did diet and exercise. And you know, Manish was at one point super fit, and then he kind of got out of it and was always finding excuses to go to the gym, till he realized he could actually make that gym in his house and be dedicated to it and just walk on his terrace. And it's inspirational. So if you want to do it, now there are actually genuinely, what the gyan we were giving in my Work It Up show is true. There are no excuses. If you want to do it, you'll do it. You just need your own body and that determination.
And both of them got the Fit and Fab, Globalspa Fit and Fab award this year.
Amazing. And they deserve it.
And you know, till 1 year ago, they would have probably not qualified for that award. Having
Not
said
at all.
friends, but they would not have qualified for that award. And Tanuj in his interview said that I've come for so many of your events, but I never ever thought I would be getting the award.
No, it was incredible. He's been so determined.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
It's actually unrecognizable with the amount of
Yeah.
weight. That's amazing.
Yeah. And you know, it's not just about being thin and skinny. It really is for your own health. It's so important.
Fitness. It's about
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. So tell me, if you were to pause your life right now, or would you like to fast forward? Would you like to pause it, or would you like to fast forward it?
Fast forward, please. We've all been on pause for too long now. I think it's time to fast forward.
Where would you be in that fast forward?
I would like to be maybe not too far in the future, maybe 4 or 5 months down the line when I think things will be a lot better.
COVID is gone. I know, like, let's hope we're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to end this with one simple question. What
Sure.
is your wellness philosophy?
I think my wellness philosophy is that it really has to be about mind, body, and soul, and they all need to be connected. You can't just have a fit body and not a healthy mind. They have to be connected. And so much of that comes from the way you lead your life, the people you surround yourself with. You don't have to be a gym fanatic, but you need to take out that time for yourself, that self-care that we talk about. It's not just about sitting there with a mask on your face. It really is about taking out that time to go for a walk or find some form of exercise. It could be dancing, swimming, Zumba, yoga, whatever you like, but take out that time for yourself. This is all for you. This is for you having a healthier life. While we're alive on this planet, I think we need to be in our optimal state. So my wellness philosophy is really about finding that time for yourself, not just for your body, but for your mind. It's like I say that, if I was not working out through this lockdown, I would have gone mentally insane.
Exactly.
It really kept me sane. It really kept me positive, just to keep me focused and to keep that negativity out. And that was my time for myself. And I think we all really need that. And yeah, I think we've realized that we can never take our health for granted. You've really got to be particular about what you put into your body. There's a lovely quote, you only have two places to live, the earth and your body.
That's
So you've really got to be particular about what you're putting into it. I think that's one of the reasons why my partners and I developed, our detox teas and coffees. And through lockdown, we developed our vitamin line, which you very kindly refer to, called Life Talks Vitamins, because we realized how important it is and how from the kind of food we eat nowadays, we don't get all the supplements we need. And so we need to boost ourselves with, various immunity boosters, vitamin C. People who work out, they have joint trouble. So we have vitamins for joint health, all those kind of things, So we need to be really aware of what you're putting into your body. You need to be aware of that time that you're giving to yourself, and you deserve that time. That is what wellness is. It's about that time for yourself, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. Every day, I refuse to believe you cannot find 20 minutes for yourself. And you deserve that time. You need that time. So put your phones away, disconnect, and just give yourself that time. And that really is the essence of wellness. And that is the kind of, for me, that is the ultimate freedom, right? Like when you have that is the ultimate power that you have in your life, that you can give that to yourself. Yes. That freedom for yourself, that time for yourself, that is a choice that you have to make. And I know it can be hard, but you can take out those 20 minutes and build it up slowly. You have to do it for the sake of your own wellness, your own happiness. And if you yourself are not fit, mind, body, you can't contribute to anybody's life.
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought up about your teas and the vitamins. Tell us something about this. Tell us about where the idea came from and what exactly. Give our viewers.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a brief thing. So my partners are Gaurav and Hansika, and a few years ago they came to me asking me to be the brand ambassador of a detox tea that they were planning to launch but had not yet fully created. So they just wanted me to be the face of it.
Right.
And I loved the idea so much that I asked if I could invest to become a partner. And we went on this journey of creating these tea formulations, and we launched Fitox, which did incredibly well when it came out. And, all the celebs were on it, and a lot of people are still dedicated to it. And it's just like a detox tea that, increases your metabolism, improves your immunity, and literally helps you detox. You feel lighter after a month of taking it. And it's just so great. And then we realized there's a lot of people who don't like tea and they like coffee. So we started working on Coffee Talks, which was the equivalent. And it's the first kind of coffee which comes in tea bags. So it's not like an instant coffee. It actually comes in dip bags, so you can travel with them, and it's great. And it does the same thing as the Fitox. And then obviously when COVID started and we all started speaking about health and immunity, we realized, and of course our teas and coffees, they're all with an Ayurvedic base, right? Everything that we do is made in India. It's of an Ayurvedic base. It's all natural herbs. There's nothing unnatural in any of them. And so the same went for the vitamins. We decided to make a bunch of vitamins, with an Ayurvedic base. And yeah, we're super excited about it because it's been doing really well. It's available online, Amazon, and on our site as well, and on NetMed soon, and many more places. And so it's just something that we developed, and it's very much in line with my philosophy of wellness, which is taking healthy supplements, detoxing without starving, without going on these crazy juice diets, because I don't believe in any of those. This is still eating healthy, with the detox teas and coffees, and you will definitely find a difference.
Great. I think, all of us should definitely be trying all these vitamins because it's so important now.
It is.
Sophie, it's been great having you on this interview, and we're even more excited to have you on the cover of Globalspa. And
thank you.
This is for all of you. If you want to see the most awesome pictures and shoot and some more information on Sophie, which we haven't covered over here, you need to log on. Once the issue is out, you need to log on to www.globalspaonline.com, and you're going to get the most fantastic cover shoot you're going to get to see. Sophie, you've been associated with Globalspa for some time now. Tell us something about what is your association with Globalspa.
Actually, funny enough, the first time that I was associated with you guys, I was hosting the Fit and Fab Awards for you. And it was a wonderful association. And for years, I had wanted to go to Maldives or somewhere, like that. And for some reason, it just wouldn't happen. It would get canceled last minute, or I wouldn't be able to go. And you made my first trip happen, and I will never forget that. And it was at the beautiful Naladu private islands. And it was so magical and so special. And I just developed such a bond with that place. It's just become like my little paradise. And I don't know, it's the first time that I felt so free and happy and comfortable on a beach. And that just became such a huge part of me. So that was my association. And of course, I've won an award from you guys for my fitness and my wellness. Twice now, I've won 2 awards from you guys, and I have those in my room. And so, yes, our association goes a very long way. And I think it's wonderful what you guys do, because it's so important for people to see these aspects. It's so important to inspire people to stay fit and to stay well and stay healthy. And now more than ever, I think fitness and health should now be the most important thing in anyone's life. I think if anything, we've realized that, yes, it's great to invest in material things. And yes, we all love our clothes, bags, shoes, but honestly, the 2 most important things to invest in are your health. And for me, it's still your health, wellness, and your travel.
Absolutely.
Really. That is where you grow as a human being. That is where you stay, healthy as a human being. Those are much more important. Yes, I love my heels and everything, but I can really do without them. And I would rather invest in this. And I think we've all learned that through lockdown. So I think Globalspa has such a huge part to play in that, and bringing to us places that we had not heard of, that we've not experienced. You also going out there and trying out these places and giving real valuable feedback for people to, look into. So yeah, I think, it's a very special bond, and I hope it goes a long way. And I'm so honored and excited to be on your cover. So thank you for that.
Wait for the cover to come out. And Sophie, it's been great to talk to you.
Thank you.
I, of course, always wish I was doing this personally.
Me too.
The order of the day, and we have to learn to become digitally savvy, all of us. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Thank you. Love to the team.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.